I finally made it to New York, a city that's been on my must-visit list for years. I hadn't had the chance to come until recently when my dear childhood friend, who I haven't seen in about 15 years, told me she'd be here this summer and asked if I could visit. I didn't think twice. I just booked a flight from Toronto and here I am. Hello, New York! I only had 2 days to explore New York, but luckily my friend, who knows the city well, put together a short walking itinerary for each day, so it could take in the sights along the way to every stop. Day 1 took us to Little Island, a stroll along the High Line, and ended up with the bright lights and buzz of Times Square. Day 2 started with a peaceful walk through Central Park, followed by a visit to the quirky and fascinating Freak Museum. We wrapped up the trip with a delicious dinner and live jazz at the beautiful Lincoln Center in Manhattan. So day 1, we are on our way to Little Island, walking through the streets of New York. Since it's my first time here, I really just wanted to soak in the feel of the city. And I think walking is the best way to do that, to truly experience the vibe of this magnificent place. Everything feels new, yet strangely familiar. Kind of like Toronto, but on a much bigger, louder, and more intense scale. We were drawn in by the lively noise coming from a nearby spot. It turned out to be a beer garden. Naturally, we had to pop in and check it out. You can find the link in the description below if you'd like to learn more about this place. It's actually a Michelin-starred restaurant. The High Line is one of the coolest places in New York. It used to be an old railway line where freight trains ran above the city streets. But instead of tearing it down, the city turned it into a long, elevated park. Now it's filled with plants, walking paths, art, and amazing views. It's a great way to enjoy nature while walking right through the city. We'll head to the actual High Line a little later, so you'll get to see it for yourself soon. We kept walking along the Hudson River to see the city from a different view. It was a great place to take a break, a quiet park with benches and picnic tables where people could sit and relax. And now we are looking at Little Island, ready to explore and get to know it a little better. Little Island is one of New York City's most unique parks, a floating green space built on the Hudson River. It officially opened in May 2021 after years of planning and construction. The park was designed to replace the old Pier 55 and was made possible through a partnership between the city and the De Van Furstenberg Foundation. What makes it special is its design. The entire park rests on a series of tulip-shaped concrete columns that rise above the water, creating rolling hills, walking paths, performance spaces, and gardens. Since opening, it's become a favorite destination for both tourists and locals looking to escape the city's hustle and enjoy nature, art, and beautiful views, all in one place. As you can see, they're setting up for a concert happening later today. Unfortunately, we can't stick around. We've got more to see and need to keep moving to stay on track with our itinerary and explore the other amazing spots around the city that I'm happy to share with you here. But we're still taking a few more moments to enjoy the view before heading to our next stop. It's lunchtime and Chelsea Market is the perfect place to grab a bite. There's so much to see and explore here, but we came for one thing: fresh seafood. We were in the mood for oysters and lobster, and this spot definitely didn't disappoint. There's a wide variety of seafood to choose from here, and even on a busy Saturday, the service was quick and efficient. But like I said, we had our mindset, so we went with oysters and a lobster roll. The oysters were incredible, ranging from sweet to salty and with its own unique flavor. The lobster roll tasted good, but I have to admit, it kind of looked like a hot dog in a bun. But just look at how much my friend is enjoying the oysters. It was impossible to resist, even though I'm not usually a big fan of oysters. I had to give them a try. Cheers! Chelsea Market is a fun indoor food hall in New York's meatpacking district. It used to be a cookie factory, but now it's filled with food stalls, bakeries, and little shops. You can find everything from fresh seafood to treats from around the world. It's the perfect spot to grab a bite and explore. I also wanted to try some of the famous New York pizza, and this spot had plenty of options, all kind of types and flavors to choose from. Right across the street from Chelsea Market is one of the most unique Starbucks locations in the world, the Starbucks Reserve Roastery. This isn't your regular Starbucks. It's a massive, beautifully designed space where they actually roast coffee on site. Inside, you'll find specialty coffee bars, a bakery, and even a cocktail bar where you can try drinks like espresso, martinis, and cold brew cocktails. It's a perfect spot to take a break, grab a coffee, and soak in the atmosphere, a true coffee lover's paradise, right in the heart of New York City. As promised, we are now heading up to the High Line. Time for a walk in the fresh air and a chance to explore everything this unique elevated park has to offer. So now we actually are on the High Line, the elevated park I mentioned earlier. It's even more impressive in person. Let's just take a walk, enjoy the fresh air, and see what surprises we find along the way. The city view from up here is beautiful. You can feel the pulse of the busy streets below, but at the same time, there's a calm, peaceful vibe as you take in the stunning architecture and all the little details that catch your eye along the way. It's hard to believe this calm walkway used to be a busy railway. But if you look around, you can still see the old train tracks. I love how they kept that history while turning it into such a beautiful place where nature, art, and history come together high above the city streets. As you walk along the High Line and into Hudson Yards, it's impossible not to be amazed by the architecture all around you. This area blends old industrial buildings with some of the most modern and creative designs in the city. You'll see sleek glass towers rising above the skyline, bold geometric shapes, and buildings that almost feel like sculptures. One of the most iconic sights here is the vessel, a massive honeycomb-like structure made for climbing and taking in the views. We also caught the most beautiful sunset at Hudson Yards. The colors over the skyline were just incredible. But we had to keep moving with one last stop left for the day, the bright lights and energy of Times Square. It was a busy Saturday evening, and Times Square was packed with people. Street performers were everywhere, entertaining the crowd and trying to grab everyone's attention. The whole place was buzzing with energy. We took a walk around just to get a feel for what Times Square is all about. The lights, the energy, the crowd. So here's a little glimpse of what I saw that night, and now I'm sharing it with you. Day 2. We just arrived at the entrance to Central Park. Look around, the towering skyscrapers, the busy streets, and right in the middle of it all is this huge green space, offering a quiet escape from the city rush. Let's head in and explore a little. I'm excited to see what we'll find inside this iconic park. Central Park is one of the most famous parks in the world, right in the heart of Manhattan. It's huge, stretching over 800 acres, and offers a peaceful break from the busy city around it. You'll find walking paths, lakes, bridges, open lawns, and even a zoo. It's a place where locals come to relax, jog, bike, or just enjoy nature in the middle of New York City. We didn't have time to see everything since we were on a tight schedule, but we walked along the paths for a while and even had some fun riding the carousel, just like we did back in childhood. A little nostalgic moment in the middle of the city. You could easily spend a whole day in Central Park. There's something for everyone here. But unfortunately, we had to keep moving since we had tickets booked in advance for the Freak Museum, and we didn't want to miss it. The Frick Collection is one of New York's most elegant and intimate art museums. It features a stunning collection of European paintings, sculptures, and decorative arts, all displayed in the former mansion of industrialist Henry Clay Frick. Unfortunately, I wasn't allowed to film inside the galleries as photography and video are prohibited. But if you're interested, you can learn more about the museum and its incredible collection online. It's a must-see for art lovers. The Deutsche Bank Center at Columbus Circle is a modern twin tower complex with luxury condos, offices, the Mandarin Oriental Hotel, and jazz at Lincoln Center, which is where we're heading. It also features the shops at Columbus Circle with designer stores, great food, and stunning views of Central Park. My second day in New York is coming to an end, and I couldn't have asked for a better way to wrap it up. My dear friends treated me to a delicious dinner and an incredible live jazz performance by an amazing band at Lincoln Center. It was the perfect ending to a memorable day.
To let you know I never knew I loved you so. Please say you'll love me too. When I get that feeling, I'm in ecstasy. Just squeeze me, but please don't tease me.
Goodbye for now, New York, but I'll definitely be back. There's still so much more to see, and 2 days just isn't enough to take it all in. So, this is to be continued. New York, I'll see you again soon.